The courtroom was silent, save for the rhythmic tapping of rain against the tall windows. The air inside was thick with tension, an invisible weight that pressed down on everyone in the room. At the center of it all sat Erica and Marcus, their gazes locked across the polished wooden table. They were once lovers, partners, co-parents to a child who had been their shared dream, their bond. Now they were adversaries, each fighting for custody of the child they both loved more than life itself. Erica's dark brown eyes burned with emotion, her jaw tight as she gripped the edge of the table. She wore a simple yet elegant navy blue dress, her hair swept into a neat bun. Every detail of her appearance spoke of strength, of control, though inside she was unraveling. Her hands, hidden beneath the table, trembled ever so slightly. She looked at Marcus, her former husband, the man she had once called her best friend, and felt a pang of something that resembled heartbreak. Marcus sat across from her in a tailored gray suit, his broad shoulders rigid, his expression unreadable. His rich, deep skin gleamed under the courtroom lights, but his eyes betrayed him. There was sorrow there, buried beneath the layers of stoicism he had perfected over the years. He had always been a man of few words, someone who believed actions spoke louder. But in this moment, words were all he had. And then there was Jayden, the 6-year-old boy who sat in the center of their world but wasn't here today. His absence was palpable, a void that neither Erica nor Marcus could fill. Jayden was with a court-appointed child advocate, shielded from the ugliness of this battle. But his presence lingered, his laughter echoing in their minds, his little hands gripping both of theirs on happier days that felt like a lifetime ago. They hadn't always been like this. Once upon a time, they had been a team. Erica had met Marcus at a community fundraiser, her laughter cutting through the crowd like music. He had been the quiet, watchful type, drawn to her energy like a moth to a flame. They had fallen in love quickly, the kind of love that felt predestined. Marcus was the steady anchor to Erica's wild ambition, and Erica was the light that illuminated Marcus's shadows. Together, they had built a life, a modest home, a thriving marriage, and eventually, Jayden. Jayden had been their miracle, arriving after years of struggle and heartbreak. His first cry had cemented their bond, their shared purpose as parents. The nights were long, the diapers endless, but they had faced it all together. They had whispered dreams about his future. Erica wanted him to be an artist, like her, while Marcus envisioned him as a scientist, a man of logic and reason. But dreams are fragile things, and life has a way of breaking even the strongest foundations. The cracks had started small, missed dinners, arguments that went unresolved, silences that stretched longer with each passing day. Erica's art gallery began to demand more of her time, while Marcus's job as an engineer swallowed his evenings and weekends. They became strangers in their own home, communicating only through quick exchanges about schedules and groceries. And then came the betrayal. It wasn't an affair. No, it was something quieter, subtler. Marcus had made a decision without her, a financial investment that backfired spectacularly. Erica had felt blindsided, betrayed by the man she had trusted with her life. The arguments that followed were loud, bitter, and unrelenting. They blamed each other for everything, for the lost money, for the distance between them, for the sense that their love had become a prison. The divorce had been inevitable, but the custody battle, that had been the real wound. Mrs. Blake, the judge's voice cut through Erica's thoughts, pulling her back to the present. You're requesting sole custody of Jayden. Can you explain why you believe this is in his best interest? Erica straightened, her voice steady despite the storm brewing inside her. Your Honor, Jayden needs stability. He needs structure, a safe environment where he can thrive. I've built that for him. I've been the one taking him to school, to his doctor's appointments, helping him with homework. Marcus is a good father, but his work keeps him away too often. Jayden needs someone who can be there for him, every day, without fail. Her words hung in the air, heavy and final. Erica glanced at Marcus, searching for a flicker of understanding, but his expression remained unreadable. The judge turned to Marcus. Mr. Blake, your response? Marcus leaned forward, his voice calm but firm. Your Honor, I've never once failed to provide for my son. I work hard to give him the best life possible, and I've always been there when it matters. Yes, my job demands a lot, but it's what keeps a roof over his head, what pays for his future. I love my son more than anything, and I refuse to be reduced to a visitor in his life. Erica felt her chest tighten. He wasn't wrong. Marcus had always been a provider, a protector. But was that enough? As the day dragged on, both sides presented their cases. Erica's lawyer highlighted her role as the primary caregiver, painting a picture of a nurturing, present mother. Marcus's lawyer emphasized his dedication, his unwavering commitment to giving Jayden everything he needed. Witnesses spoke, family members, teachers, even neighbors, all offering glimpses into the lives of the two people fighting for the same child. But it was Erica's turn on the stand that truly shifted the room. "Do you believe Marcus loves his son?" the opposing lawyer asked, her tone sharp, probing. Erica hesitated, her throat tightening. The memories flooded back. Marcus cradling Jayden as a baby, teaching him how to ride a bike, reading bedtime stories with voices that made Jayden giggle uncontrollably. "Yes," she finally said, her voice soft. "I know he does." The lawyer nodded, stepping back. "Then do you believe Jayden deserves the love of both his parents?" The question hit her like a punch to the gut. Erica glanced at Marcus, and for the first time she saw the pain he was trying so hard to hide. His eyes met hers, and in that moment, they weren't adversaries. They were just two parents, broken but bound by their love for their child. "Yes," she whispered, tears spilling over. "He does." In the end, the judge ruled for joint custody. Neither Erica nor Marcus walked away feeling victorious, but there was a quiet sense of relief. Jayden would have them both, in different ways, but always together in spirit. Outside the courtroom, the rain had stopped, the clouds parting to reveal a pale sun. Erica and Marcus stood in awkward silence, the weight of the battle still heavy on their shoulders. "For what it's worth," Marcus said quietly, "I never wanted it to come to this." "Neither did I," Erica admitted, her voice trembling. "But I think maybe this is what's best for him." He nodded, his gaze softening. "We'll figure it out, for Jayden." She offered a small, tentative smile. "Yeah, for Jayden." As they walked away, their paths diverging but forever intertwined, the sun broke through the clouds fully, casting its light on a new beginning.